Armchair Explorer is a part of the Voyescape podcast network. Check out all of their shows from around the world at voyescape.com. This episode is sponsored by Smart Travel, a new podcast from NerdWallet. You know, we've all got that one friend, haven't we? That one who finds all the best travel deals, picks the right cards, and somehow ends up in first class for the price of coach. Well, now you can be that friend because Smart Travel is like him or her, but in podcast form. They cover all things travel finance, like how to get real value from points, not just a tiny little reward at the end of checkout, or which flight deals are actually deals and not just clickbait, or when that convenient travel bundle might actually be a hidden tax in disguise, all that stuff. So travel smarter and spend less with help from NerdWallet. Follow Smart Travel wherever you get your podcasts. Welcome to Armchair Explorer on location. Travel and adventure stories recorded in the field in the most immersive way possible, designed to give you a glimpse of what it feels like to be there for real. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey guys, this week we're on location with one of my friends, fellow travel writers, and occasional Aussie rules football star, Brian Thacker, who you may remember from previous shows he's made with us about South Dakota. If you do, you're going to know that he's a lot of fun to travel with. And today, he's taking us to Palm Springs, California. In fact, we're going to Greater Palm Springs, is what it's actually called, because it's not just the city, it's the whole region. I've been there 3 times personally, and I love it. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Plus, you got the desert, you got Joshua Tree National Park, which is amazing, by the way. You've got Native American hot springs, tiki cocktails, which are good with just about everything. And it's just a beautiful location to hang out. So today, Brian is taking us on an adventure to Palm Springs Wild Side. We're going to be rappelling off 100-foot boulders in Joshua Tree National Park, off-roading in the San Andreas Fault, exploring slot canyons on horseback, and lots more. It's a great episode and a lot of fun, if for nothing else, to hear Brian's genuine fear dangling off the side of a cliff. And remember, you can connect with me on Instagram at Armchair Explorer Podcast. Let me know what you think of this episode and where you want to go next on this show, or where you're just dreaming about going yourself. I'm always up for some travel banter, so do drop me a line. And if you haven't already, please hit that follow or subscribe button. We're expanding the show next month. We've got lots of amazing new content coming up. We're busy in production. I'm really, really excited about it. We're going to 2 episodes a week. But the only way that you can guarantee it drops into your feed is by following the show. So if you do like what you hear, or you're just curious about what's coming up, please do hit that button. So I hope it gives you some inspiration. Palm Springs is perfect for winter sun adventure. And if you like this episode, you can do all these things yourself, of course. That's what all these on-location documentary episodes are about. They're supposed to be really fun, but they're also supposed to give you some inspiration for your next trip. So I hope it does that. Palm Springs is perfect for winter sun adventure, and you can listen at the end of the episode for everything you need to know about how to do that. But don't worry about that right now, because the adventure is about to begin.
What springs to mind when you think of Palm Springs? There's the sun, the desert heat, the glamour, sipping Mai Tais by a crystal clear azure pool. What you probably don't think of is what I'm about to do right now. Let's go for a bit of a hike in the snow. Welcome to episode 1, Adventures in the Desert. My name's Brian Thacker and I'm a travel writer. And today, we're going to explore the wild and adventurous side of Palm Springs. But I don't want to give too much away because I've got a feeling you're going to be genuinely surprised. But first, let's head back up to the snow. I'm snowshoeing in Palm Springs. That's because we are 8,500 feet above Palm Springs. We caught a tramway up to San Jacinto State Park. We are surrounded by tall conifer trees blanketed in snow. The air is thin. I'm having trouble breathing up here. It's about 25 degrees, but how's this? Down in the valley, it's probably about 75 degrees. We're literally going from shorts to snowshoes up here. We're heading to the ranger station to find out more about the park. Or so we thought. We're heading to the... Where is the ranger station?
The weird part is, like, we followed that sign, but we went in exactly the wrong direction, somehow.
This is Jason, my producer. I blame him for getting us lost.
Do y'all know how to get to the ranger station by any chance?
Yeah, it's back that way.
I thought so.
If you continue back to close the loop there's another bridge, and then it's over the bridge and off to the right hand.
Oh. Over the bridge, over the river, through the woods to, got it, to the ranger station we go. Yeah, all right, beautiful.
Actually, we do have a good excuse for getting lost. San Jacinto State Park is over 14,000 acres of dense alpine forests, lush meadows, mountain streams, and Mount San Jacinto itself, which soars 10,834 feet high. Impressive, eh? And almost as impressive as us actually finding the ranger station.
When you think of Southern California and think of Palm Springs, you do not think of snow and snowflake.
This is Christopher Gabriel Sassueta. He's a wilderness park aide for the park.
There's cross-country skiing, telemarketing. People are now getting really popular with snowboarding and splitboarding. Snowshoeing are the main things. The only thing is that we don't have a tram that takes you up from here to Long Valley to the peak. The tram does it. From here, everyone snowshoes up, and then they either splitboard or ski back down.
The park is even more popular in summer, and up here you can truly get away from it all by hiking to one of the many campsites. But this is real camping.
We have 4 primitive campgrounds. Basically, that's wilderness camping. So it's all backpacking where you pack it in, pack it out. So you have to bring your tent, your hammock, your water, your food. You have to be self-sufficient. We have that offered all year round, but summertime is our most popular. And that's when the weather is 110, 120 down in Palm Springs. It's a cool 70, 80 degrees high and maybe in the 50s as a low.
There's 54 miles of trails in the park that descend peaks, wind through forests, ford creeks, and skirt around stunning alpine lakes.
My favorite hike is probably on the west side of the mountain. It's called South Ridge. It takes you to an active fire lookout. So luckily the last time I went, it was a clear day, so you could actually see Catalina Island.
That's Catalina Island in the Pacific Ocean, 22 miles off the coast of Los Angeles. But even more surprising, on a clear night, you can see the lights of Las Vegas 400 miles away. And you'd see them from right where we ended our snowy trek, overlooking Palm Springs. We're at the top of the tramway. That hum you hear behind us is the tram. The world's longest rotating tram. Takes 10 minutes to get down to the valley floor. We're looking down at Palm Springs. That's 440 feet above sea level. At the top of San Jacinto Mountain is just over 10,000 feet. That's a 2-mile shift in elevation. And we go through 4 ecosystems to get up here. We'll be down in shorts in a minute, down in the valley. Let's go down for our next adventure. You thought snowshoeing was surprising? Wait till you see where we go next. Let's go. Just over half an hour ago, I was wearing a big jacket, gloves, and a hat, and I was traipsing through the snow. Talk about one extreme to the other. Can you hear that? That's the sound of waves, because we're at the Palm Springs Surf Club. There is a giant swimming pool in the middle of the desert. Let's ask someone how that surf is. How's the surf? Woo! Great! $80 million was invested to overhaul a water park built in the 1970s to turn it into the Palm Springs Surf Club. This state-of-the-art pool churns out waves up to 7 feet. And get this, they have a menu, like in a restaurant, to choose what type of wave you'd like. But more importantly, does it come with fries? Unfortunately, I have no time to surf. Well, besides the fact I last probably 2 seconds on a surfboard. We have another appointment in Palm Springs, only 10 minutes away. We're going to shake things up a little bit. Actually, I'm hoping there isn't too much shaking going on, because we are going right into the middle of the San Andreas Fault. That name is synonymous with one thing: earthquakes.
The North American plate is huge. It starts on the other side of the palm trees of the Indian camp, goes across the United States and Canada all the way to Iceland. It's sliding south 2 inches a year. And this is the Pacific plate, largest plate on the planet. Starts at the bottom of the hills in front of us, goes all the way to Japan.
This is Morgan Levine, our driver and guide. Morgan has worked for Red Jeep Tours for over 30 years, and we're sitting in the back of her open-top Jeep.
At the most narrow point in the state, it's 200 yards. At the widest place, it's 2 miles. So that's the fault zone in front of us. It moves 2 inches a year. It doesn't sound like a lot, but in 14 million years, that mountain will be in San Francisco. And that's a big number. Wow. To put it a better way, the City Hall building in Los Angeles is standing 15 feet further north than the day the building was built in 1926. So if you said 15 inches, you'd think, wow, you know, it moves. But 15 feet, you can see it move in your lifetime. And that's without big earthquakes. If we keep shaking for the next 14 million years, like we've been shaking for the last 12 years in California, well, you come visit Palm Springs, Canada, because in big earthquakes, we really move.
The San Andreas Fault has been responsible for some serious shaking too.
So, you know, we've had very big earthquakes. In San Francisco in 1906, we had a very big one. A lot of America watched opening game of the World Series. There, everybody had a dog in that game because it was the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. And the Oakland Bridge collapsed, Marina Neighborhood pancake. A lot of people got hurt in the earthquake. They were not on the bridge or the neighborhood. They sat down to watch the World Series, and those televisions just shot out of entertainment centers and landed on laps on top of Doritos. And we're not talking flat screens. Those were clunkers flying around living rooms.
As Morgan is driving on a rough dirt track while casually chatting to us, we are holding on for dear life in the back. Whoa!
Yeah, we shake and bake quite a bit.
There is no one around, just us. We're on private land, surrounded by scorched desert and steep rock faces worn by the sun and time. The landscape looks like it does because of the San Andreas Fault, from the rise of mountains that created the Coachella Valley to the oases and palm trees that are made possible only because earthquakes pulverized rocks that allowed springs to burst to the surface.
So there's the Jurassic Park gate I'm going to open in a minute. It's breaking behind these 3 palm trees, and look at how different the rocks are right here. From right here, there's a white line, and totally different behind it. That's where it's literally breaking. So I'm going to head up to the gate. It'll just take 1 second. I got to open it and then get it on the other side and close it again.
We've gone through the Jurassic Park gate, and now we're going to see some dinosaurs. Is that what we're doing?
Not quite. There's some mornings I might suspect one come around the corner there with a big roar.
It looks like we are in land where there would be dinosaurs though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Suddenly, the landscape changed from Mars to Miami. We leave the truck behind and hike up into a large grove of palm trees.
So you see more water coming out there. Oh, there's a kestrel. That's our smallest falcon.
And these oases would be attracting lots of wildlife.
Exactly, because of the water. And so this is not a creek, this is not a stream, it's a crack, and it's new.
When we leave the oasis, it not only seems like we're in the middle of the desert, it truly feels like we're in the middle of nowhere. But we're looking down and we can hear the city of Palm Springs just below us. Minutes later, we're driving through a narrow box canyon. It's so narrow that I can actually reach out the Jeep and touch the rock walls.
On this property, we have 27 drivable box canyons. It means you're boxed in. There's no way out. They end at sheer dry waterfalls, or the canyon narrows so much, the boulders become so big. If you're in a Jeep or on a horse, you want to get out, you got to turn around. The exit and the entrance of box canyons are the same spot. The big question people have when they come from lush green places and stay in beautiful irrigated resorts and gated communities, and then you come out with us and you see the real desert, you get it, this is a desert and it doesn't rain.
I feel like you could drive this with your eyes closed. You're so confident going through these really tight turns. Wow.
So right in front of us is a slot canyon.
Look at that.
Let's go take a look.
So we've been driving in box canyons. You're boxed in, there's no way out. But these are called slot canyons because it's like dropping a coin in a slot. It's faulting and flooding, and every big flood will dig this canyon a little bit deeper.
This is probably the worst place you can be in a flood right now.
Exactly. You know, people say earthquake. I'd rather be here in an earthquake than in a big rain. Where I don't want to be in an earthquake, Home Depot, Lowe's, you know. Somewhere above me on a pallet, there's a lawnmower with my name on it. We're in the middle of the fault zone, and the San Andreas is a straight lateral fault. But every day, as fast as our fingernails grow, the whole Pacific plate slides north and makes a slight counterclockwise turn towards Japan and Russia. As it makes that little turn, these two branches squeeze together, and this is what's lifted these layers up at these severe angles. So we're in the middle of the fault zone.
It's beautiful and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
So at some point, is the San Andreas Fault going to misbehave again?
Oh, it absolutely will. It's not if, it's when.
And of course they have no idea.
No, we cannot predict earthquakes yet. We have some clues. They say that the fault on the Northern California, Central California, and here in Southern California usually moves pretty big about every 120 years. And, well, they're right on track up there with that 1906 earthquake.
Yeah.
And Central California is a little late, but for us it's about 350 years, so we're 10 months pregnant.
We clambered further in until the soft sandstone walls were only a few feet wide. Okay, I'd just like to explain where I am right now. I've got the Pacific plate on one side and the North American plate on the other. These are the bones of the Earth, and we are right in the middle of it.
What do you think it says about Palm Springs that you've got all that glitz and glamour and the oasis of the desert, and it's right next to this extremely volatile, rugged, constantly changing, almost dangerous place here on the fault line? What do you think that says about that contrast?
Well, I think that's one of the reasons people come here. This wonderful nature, you know, those mountains just open up out of Palm Springs, downtown Palm Springs, like a trapdoor out of a floor. They go up over 10,000 feet, all kinds of life zones from the desert floor up to alpine. And you could be there in minutes on that aerial tram. And the east end of the valley, you know, the Salton Sea, $1 billion worth of agriculture. It is so diversified. It's not just golf and the tennis anymore.
As we drove back through the box canyons, I couldn't have felt further from Palm Springs. This is a fragile and primordial land with painted and ancient rocks and palm groves where the only sound is the singing of a mockingbird or the bubbling water rising from deep in the earth. It was wild to feel the power of those plates, really connecting to that source of destruction and chaos, but also the forces that created these craggy mountains. And with that in mind, it's time to climb from the bottom of these slot canyons to the rim of the mountains I see on the horizon for a completely new perspective on the oasis. Just 15 minutes away from riding in the back of a Jeep in the desert, we're about to sit on the back of, something else. There's not enough room in this town for both of us. One of us has to go. That's my very bad John Wayne impersonation. And I'm talking like that because I'm sitting on a horse. And I'm riding in the California desert. And even though I've ridden horses different parts of the world, this is my first time riding in the US. We see countless American movies and TV shows of westerns, people riding on horses. The horse is such a huge part of America's culture and history and landscape. We're with Smoke Tree Stables, who've been here since 1927.
You're going to be right there on Frankie.
G'day, Frankie.
You're going to be right there on Shooter.
How perfect. My horse's name is Frankie, named after famed resident Frank Sinatra. We are in Palm Springs after all. But this landscape is far from mid-century martinis. Andreas Canyon is the epitome of a desert oasis. We're surrounded by skirted fan palms that stand tall along the creek. But we're soon in high desert terrain, and as we ride, colours and shadows shift with the sun. From my saddle, I can't see a single building, and not a floral shirt in sight. Can you explain where we are now?
So we are just starting to go up the switchbacks to get to the Kaufman Ridge,
This is our trail guide, Tuesday.
where we'll have exquisite views.
We were climbing quite a bit here.
Yeah, we're going to gain about 1,000 to 1,100 feet
Oh, wow.
to reach our top destination. Oh, pull your reins that way. No independent thinking right now, Frankie. It's like, I want to go that way. I can get across faster. That's the part for the humans, Frankie.
As we climbed, the track narrowed along a ledge with a sheer drop. Frankie better not have had a few martinis before we headed out. Meanwhile, Jason's horse decided he wanted to go bush bashing.
Oh, one warning. Shooter sometimes decides that his belly is itchy.
Yeah.
And he walks himself right into this bush.
Okay.
So just take your reins and hold him a little bit more to the right starting off to make him not do that. It won't knock you off or anything if he does it, but again, they are all independent characters.
We were down in a valley and in the grove palms, and now we're high and looks like we're on the moon.
So this all was an ancient seabed. There's areas down in the valley where you can see where the water line was.
We're getting a beautiful light now. The mountains in the distance, each level of mountain is a different hue of blue-grey. It's stunning.
Oh, wow.
It's good, isn't it? Our horses weren't the only hooved critters on the trail.
There are 3 or 2 bucks.
Oh yeah, we just went straight past them.
They're bighorn sheep. Those big horns they have,
Oh wow.
they extend each year, so the bigger and thicker they are, the more curve you have, the older the sheep. The females have shorter, like straight horns. Super lucky. I think I've seen them on this trail maybe 2 other times.
When we reached the peak, we could see down to a parking area for hikers. The hikers looked like ants and the cars like toys. And as we headed down, the track was so steep that I had to lean right back on the saddle. Frankie also decided this was a good time to pick up the pace.
So once we get past this point, we're a little bit past halfway down the ride.
Oh yeah.
When it's the 3rd ride, I've noticed that Frankie tends to get cranky on this section, so he will reach forward and try to nibble on the bum of the horse in front of me.
Frankie.
So if we're coming to a stop somewhere,
Yeah.
try to stop him early enough.
He's not silly, he wants to get back for cocktail hour. This is Palm Springs. Is he more of a Mai Tai or margarita horse?
I think he might be like a straight tequila kind of guy.
Suddenly, we were riding through an entirely different landscape again. We passed through the middle of dramatic rock formations, shading us from the late afternoon sun, before dropping into another palm grove.
And if you look back to your left, you can see that great drama right there. It looks like a, I don't know, like a spaceship crashed or something. Is what it looks.
Looks like the opening scene from Lion King.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is just picture perfect. Riding right by the water, right, the sun is the perfect angle, about to cross a creek, go between a whole grove of palms. This is idyllic, isn't it? Unbelievable. This is one of the prettiest spots on the tour. This is just beautiful. We were riding right up against a steep rock wall of all different colours. We'd reached the end of our ride, and as we dismounted, as if on cue, the sun dropped behind the mountains. Yes, we were a touch saddle sore, but it was worth every minute. I admit the ride wasn't what I expected. It was so much better. But we needed to rest up because we had an early start the next day. We're heading somewhere that I've been wanting to visit for years and didn't even realise it was so close to Palm Springs. I'm standing where the streets have no name. Right, that's a U2 song from their album Joshua Tree, and I can't seem to get it out of my head because we are standing in the middle of Joshua Tree National Park. The landscape is otherworldly. It's both stunningly stark and bewitchingly beautiful. It's a little bit scary, and why it's scary is I'm about to jump off a cliff. I'm going to try rappelling for the first time in my life. So, a little bit nervous, but excited. Let's go meet our guide. Hey, Jaden, Brian.
Good morning, how you doing?
Great. I can't believe we're in the middle of Joshua Tree National Park. Can you tell us where we are exactly?
Yeah, so we're here. We're next to Hidden Valley Campground. We're going to do some rappelling today off a beautiful formation called Cyclops Rock. We'll scramble up the back as carefully as we can. Might drop you guys down and to do some climbing, and then I'll send you off backwards down a 100-foot free hanging rappel.
Oh, that sounds easy.
We'll see how you handle it, yeah.
Yes, our rappelling guide Jaden from Stone Adventures will have our lives in his hands. But before I scare myself silly, I wanted to learn more about the park. Oh, and it sort of stalls the scary part for a few minutes.
Joshua Tree National Park is just under 800,000 acres, and it was a national monument for a long time until '94 when they designated it a national park, which changed the management status of it a lot, made it a lot more popular. But Joshua Tree as a whole, the park, the town, it's all part of what we call the high desert. So we're right now at about 4,000 feet elevation, whereas Palm Springs is a lot lower. So two very different ecosystems. Currently we're in the Mojave Desert, but Joshua Tree is very cool because it's actually where two deserts come together and border each other. So although we're in Mojave right now, you can drive 20 minutes down the road and be in the Colorado Desert, which has completely different plant life, different types of rock, totally different ecosystems. So a very special place.
It's just fascinating because for someone who's never been here before, us just driving here, the first Joshua Tree we saw, we were so excited, oh, there's a Joshua Tree. And of course there's just millions of them around here. What can you tell us about the Joshua Tree? Because it looks like something from Dr. Seuss to me.
Yeah, it's wild. I always think it's like trees that never learned how to be a tree. But they're actually not trees, they're yuccas. So I'll point out some other yuccas today. In the Mojave, we have three types of yuccas. We have the yucca nolina, yucca shitigera, and then the Joshua tree, which is its own type of yucca. But there's no one really knows how it became known as the Joshua tree. One of the most common things I've heard is that when the Mormons were out here, they thought it was the prophet Joshua telling them all to go back to Utah.
All right.
And so the name just stuck, and there you go. But it is really crazy if you're driving out here at night. There's not a lot of lights out here, and then you'll see them on the side of the road, and it definitely looks like hitchhikers. And I thought they've been people getting ready to run across the street, and yeah, it's just Joshua trees.
Great horror story. What about wildlife? Don't you see the roadrunner and coyotes out here as well?
Oh, we do, yeah. A lot of action between those two. Yeah, the roadrunners are really cool. I'd never seen them in real life until coming out here, and they're big birds. I was surprised how big they were.
Do they run as fast as in the cartoon?
They do. They get some speeds. Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, other than that, we've got, a lot of lizards, some snakes. But yeah, the thing that will get you out here is more the plant life. Everything out here is adapted for a harsh desert life. So all the plants have very extreme defense mechanisms, mostly thorns. Almost everything out here is spiky. We joke, we say it's Spiky Things National Park because even if it's not a cactus, we have the cat claw bushes, which literally have hooked claws on them just like a cat's. And those will tear you up. Putting your bag down is really easy to put it down in a cactus you don't even see. So yeah, most people come out worried about the snakes and then the cactus get them.
Yes, the plant life, the cat claws that tear you to bits, the scorpions, that's all a bit scary, but I'm going to be a lot more scared because I'm about to jump off a cliff. Let's go do it.
Awesome, let's go.
In front of us is a massive cluster of giant granite boulders. Actually, it's probably only 120 feet high, but it certainly looks massive when you know you're just about to leap off the top of it. But we aren't the only ones climbing here. The park is home to hundreds of chasms and rock faces, and there are now over 10,000 climbing routes. So, you think you know what they're doing, right?
We'll get up there There will be a nice big flat area where we can set stuff up, but it will be 100 feet down to the deck. So just kind of, you guys obviously are adults and can handle it, but that edge awareness, being careful up there. And then I'll build a quick anchor. I'll make some tethers, so you guys will essentially be on leashes, so you can kind of be a little more confident and comfortable up there, and you won't be facing a 100-foot death fall. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
So we're going to start scrambling next, which is 4th class terrain. So it will involve all 4 limbs to get up, but it's not technical enough to require climbing gear. So that's where our climbing begins. We'll head up the backside of this cliff. It'll be pretty involved, and once we get up there, we'll be greeted by some beautiful views. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, we're going to shoot up here. Yeah, this is my favorite activity out here, is scrambling. More exciting than hiking, but not as scary as climbing.
When we got to the top, I must admit I was scared. Actually more like petrified. First of all, I thought this is my first time rappelling, that we'd start on like a 20-foot drop or something. But standing up here at 100 feet, it's high and it's straight down. So I won't lie, my heart's beating like crazy.
I'll just wait till you look over.
Oh man,
First step is the hardest. It's like jumping out of an airplane. Once you do it, you're not coming back up.
Problem is, I said to Jason, I didn't bring an extra pair of pants because there's a good chance I'm going to wee my pants.
Sorry, that happens out here. This it'll dry out quickly.
Right, good.
Cool. So yeah, a little bit about what's going on. These doohickeys here are what you guys are trusting your life to. The way these work is, in layman's terms, you pinch them down, stick them in a crack, and let go, and they get stuck. But whatever force you're pulling on them, there's twice as much force pushing on the rocks. Climbing's all measured in kilonewtons, which is a measurement of force, not weight, because it doesn't matter how much you weigh, it matters how you fall, how the rope stretch, and the kind of force you're putting on it. But these hold 12 kilonewtons. A kilonewton is about 2,200 pounds. So this holds 2,200 times 12, and that's what this is rated to work at. So this is rated to, hold up trucks.
Because you can hold a truck. I had a really big breakfast this morning. Does that matter?
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Jason?
Yeah, I have to get you coming down.
Oh, good. Because I don't want to. We can always just pretend that I went down. Me just going, me pretending to do it.
Yeah.
We'll have an instruction on how to do it, don't we?
Sure.
Oh, good.
Down.
You what?
Go down.
Down.
That's your instruction.
Right.
There's only one way to go.
Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery.
So if I fall 10,000 feet directly down, is this helmet going to help?
Yeah. It'll keep you your face recognizable so they can ID the body.
Good. Watching Jason disappear off the side of the cliff didn't make me feel any better. Am I walking down the cliff or am I in the air going down?
So the first bit, you'll take about 10 feet of walking.
Yep.
And then the wall will disappear.
Oh, nice.
And you will be free hanging.
And I'm just guessing at some point you're going to tell us how I controlled going down.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Not when I'm halfway down. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you how to... Oh, it's too late, he's gone.
You'll figure it out. I will hook this device up for you.
Yep.
But most importantly,
yep,
you want to make sure your carabiner is through your belay loop.
Yep.
And then it goes through the rope and the device like that. So if I only clip the rope, I'm not clipping the device at all, or vice versa. If I clipped just the device, not the rope, it would just pull right out. So we want to make sure we are clipped into both.
Jaden lost me at belay loop. Probably not a good sign.
But most important thing, honestly, is down is brake. Yep. Just loosen your grip and you'll have enough body weight to kind of pull you off.
Yep.
These first few steps where you're in horizontal territory are going to be the most awkward because the rope is heavy because it's all the way down there.
Yeah.
You're going to be kind of fighting it.
Yeah.
But once you drop down over that edge, it'll make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Wide stance.
Yep.
Weight in your harness, and just look right at your feet. If you try looking over, you might get a little dizzy, you might throw up. Yeah, and then beyond that, you'll also be tied in to another strand that I'll be belaying you with.
Yeah.
And that allows me to, if you guys went unconscious, got stung by a bee, anaphylactic shock, anything like that, passed out.
Right. As if I haven't got enough to worry about. But at least I wasn't the only one that was nervous.
I go slow. Like I said, I hate going down.
All right.
It scares the crap out of me. Okay, you can come on over here.
Yep. I'm just stepping off a little bit of a ledge. That's all I'm doing. All right.
Small.
I'm okay.
100
Just a
foot
little ledge. No, it's only a few feet to the bottom in my head. That's what I'm saying.
This first part is kind of the toughest bit.
Yeah, because you have to
You
get
can
the
feel
rope.
you're fighting the weight of it.
Can you tell me? I don't know when I'm on the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, no, I got you. And just look right at your feet.
Right, my feet. Yeah.
The more scared you are and hesitant,
Yeah.
the harder it is, the scarier it is. If you can just take a deep breath and commit,
Yep.
it'll be over and it'll feel
Right.
good.
So do I start heading down now?
Yeah, so you're gonna sit back, keep your weight in your harness, just pretend there's a chair behind you,
Yep.
and then take some steps back,
Yep.
and step out to your right a little bit more, one more
Yep.
step.
Yep.
You are.
And I'm walking down the cliff here at this point.
Beautiful.
Just look at the cliff.
That's
Look at the
edge.
cliff. All right. Keep going down.
Commit.
Commit. Keep going down. Commit. Commit.
Yeah.
Right. I'm at the edge of the wall here, and in about 3 seconds, I'm going to be in the air. And I am in the air. Whoa! I rest. Here we go. Woo! Oh, yeah! I love it. This isn't as scary as I thought, at all. And I'm actually going to look down. Hey! Woo! This is fun! I admit, I was really scared to do this, to be honest, but I love it. What a feeling. Can you tell me when I'm near the bottom, Jason? I've got no idea. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah! Okay, I'm just looking up where I came from, and that is a serious cliff. Well, it's a serious cliff to me. Oh, yeah! Woohoo! That was amazing. What a buzz. There was, for a second there, I thought, I don't know if I even want to do this. Right, I was that scared. As soon as you get over that ledge, I went, all right, this is, the weight's holding me. And I got to the bottom, I just go, I want to do this again. Let's go do it again.
Nice.
But first, we had another first. We're about to climb up the cliff face.
All right, you two are on belay.
Yep.
You're good to climb. When I'm belaying 2 people at once, it's a little hard for me to keep up. So if you get to a point where there's a bunch of loose rope, just pause for a second, let me catch up.
Yep.
All right.
But you're gonna shoot up that gully and then come up the face.
All right.
Cool.
You want to go first or me?
All right, I'm starting to feel it.
Funny, we've never been any lessons at all on how to climb a cliff. And I'm climbing a cliff right now.
Lesson 1, go up.
I'll tell you what, lesson 2 is, in my case, is not to look down. I don't want to know what's down the bottom. Okay, this is the first time in my life I rappelled. 15 minutes later, I'm doing some proper rock climbing. I'm just going to try to get up this ledge a bit. All right, yeah, I got it now. I got it. Thank you. There we go. That's better.
You got this.
Nice, you guys made it through the easy part.
What's that?
He said we did the easy part.
How did you get up here?
You
Get
got
up
it,
any
Brian.
further.
Big step. It's the one big move.
Sorry?
One big move.
But what do I do with my hands? What do I grab onto?
Whatever you can.
All right.
Just trust your foot and kind of get your weight over your toe and then do a big one-leg squat. I got you.
You got it.
Keep your hands over there.
You right?
Yeah. It's like 3 good holds in a row. That's kind of the most physically demanding part right there. There you go. Come on, punch through it.
My heart could not be beating any faster right now, I tell you. Finding somewhere to put your hands and legs isn't easy. Except Jason has much longer legs than me, so he could get to those hard-to-reach grooves.
There you go.
Am I going up that way?
Cruised it, yeah?
Oh, I love it. I'm going up this way. And my foot is stuck.
There he goes.
Oh, man, that was an absolute scary buzz. Nice work.
Well done, y'all.
Do you know what? I thought I was scared doing the rappelling.
Yeah.
that rappelling is a walk in the park compared to that. And you're scared of the rappelling, you prefer this?
I can do that all day.
Oh, wow.
I get the feeling you didn't really know what he was sending you down to.
No.
And if you had, I don't know if you would have done that.
All right, you guys are climbers now.
Woo! That scared the hell out of me, but it was fun, but also just to challenge myself to do it. But we weren't finished yet, though. We decided we would do one more 100-foot rappel, because why not? All right, I'm about to do my second drop. I admit the first time I was somewhere between scared and petrified, but you can really see how adrenaline sports, it gives you a buzz, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
It just gives you a buzz.
That's what attracted me to climbing, was it was very therapeutic for me. I'm terrified of heights. I told you I don't like getting lowered at all. And it took me 6 months before I could get to the top of any climb without crying. And it teaches you how to deal with emotion.
Fantastic. Right, when you're skiing or when you're doing this sort of adrenaline stuff, you don't think about anything else. You only think about what you're doing, and you're in the moment.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I take it that fear of heights that you initially had is pretty much gone?
I just deal with it better.
Well, the fact that you can just look down from there is, I could never do in a million years.
But I've fallen enough, I've used this gear enough, I trust it now, 100%. Yep. But yeah, no, I still get nervous all the time.
Yeah.
I was climbing out in Vegas a couple weeks ago, and it was my longest.
Just down one of the casinos.
But it was a 1,700-foot climb, and I was terrified. Like halfway up, I shut down, and I had to tell my climbing partner, like, hey, I'm dealing with this mentally. Like, I'm sorry. And we don't have a choice. You can't go down because our rope's won't reach. You have to go up.
Yep.
And like, that's what's beautiful about climbing partners, is you have to communicate, take care of each other. And I was like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm mentally freaked out of my mind right now, but I'll keep climbing. But just so you know, I'm scared. And yeah, it was tough.
Okay, I'm getting ready for my second rap, as us professionals call it. I've done it once now, so now I'm a professional. So I'm getting ready for my second rap. Still nervous, not as scared as I was the first time, but I'm still nervous.
Now you got the pressure of, you know how to do it, you got to do it.
I sort of, which one am I?
Down here.
See, I'm already holding the wrong side.
There you go, and straddle it.
Straddle it.
Awesome, over the edge.
Over the edge.
Down the face.
There we go. Here we go. I am rapping. Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Right, just so you know, because this is audio, right, so people can't see this. It's 100 feet below me, right, but I'm standing horizontal against the cliff on the feet, and I'm letting the rope go just slowly now, and now I'm now floating down. I'm now in the air, gently, beautifully, spinning around, with the view. Look at that view. Doing it the second time, it's a bit easier. It's still scary, but it feels easy because you know what's happening. You can go slow or just let go fast then. Made myself go a bit faster, bounced around a bit. I can see Jason, our sound guy, down the bottom. And I'm just sailing down. I'm just taking my time. I'm enjoying it, to be honest. I tell you what, when you look up, where you've seen where you've come from, I say you just have to beat those jitters and those fears. You do something that's challenge to yourself, your mind, your body. I thought we'd be sore tomorrow. And I am at the bottom. I made it. Woo! High five. Woo! Fist pump and a fist pump in these both. We made it. You can get a buzz from Mai Tais in Palm Springs, but 40 minutes out of Palm Springs, you can get a buzz from jumping up a cliff. What a perfect way to finish our Palm Springs adventure. Just scrambling up those huge boulders for the views alone was worth it. An endless vista of Joshua trees as far as you can see, and clusters of rocks dotted with climbers. This is truly a special and unique place. But doing the rappel and climb has made me feel even more connected to it. The experience is as rugged as the landscape. And yes, although it was scary, you can't beat that rush and feeling of conquering your own fears. Greater Palm Springs is an adventure lover's playground, and that playground is canyons that conceal palm-fringed creeks, pine forest atop soaring peaks, ancient slot canyons, and desert dreamscapes of Joshua trees. It's what makes Palm Springs unique, and it's why you should come here and find your Palm Springs. Thanks for joining me. Remember that you too can experience everything we've done in this episode, from snowshoeing, surfing, to riding and rappelling. Just go to visit greaterpalmsprings.com for inspiration. Thank you to everyone who featured in this episode. Wilderness Park aide Christopher Gabriel Zazueta from San Jacinto State Park, Morgan Levine from Red Jeep Tours, Tuesday from Smoke Tree Stables, and our fearless rappelling guide Jaden Wispolsky from Stone Adventures. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for more. Next time we'll be stepping back in time to the glitz and Hollywood glamour of Palm Springs. I'll be dining with Frank Sinatra, or at his table at least, touring the Shag House, and hitting the bar with Barbie and her friends. So hit that subscribe button and follow us wherever you get your shows. You don't want to miss any of this. This series was produced by Armchair Productions, the audio experts for the travel industry. Charles Tyree helped with audio editing, and Aaron Miller executive produced it. Jason Patton recorded, sound designed, and jumped off a cliff with me. And I'm Brian Thacker, writer and host. Till next time.
Thanks for listening to this Armchair Explorer on location episode. I had a ton of fun making it. I hope you had a ton of fun coming along with me. Next week, we'll be back with our usual format, and then there'll be lots more on location stuff to come.
I'm Max Hortzorn, host of the Go Nomad Travel Podcast. Every week, I bring you a short 5 to 8 minute escape to somewhere unexpected. I cover the kinds of travel stories you don't hear anywhere else, quirky destinations, unusual adventures, and people who make the world endlessly interesting. If you love discovering new places but don't have time for a long show, these bite-sized episodes are perfect for your commute, your walk, or your coffee break. Join me on the Go Nomad Travel Podcast and explore the world in just a couple of minutes.
If you want to travel more, ideally in luxury, but without the luxury price tag, this show is for you. I'm DeAndre Koch, and on Revolutionizing Your Journey, I use my unique vantage point as a financial advisor to break down exactly how my wife and I leverage credit card points and miles to fly business class, stay at 5-star resorts, and take bucket list trips for a fraction of the cost. Each week, I share real strategies packed with actionable tips and interview some of the smartest travelers in the game to help you revolutionize the way you travel. Travel well, live boldly, and find Revolutionizing Your Journey wherever you get your podcasts.